Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World and I'm your host, Jargat. Our top stories for today. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is to visit Mongolia as part of the Indo-Pacific diplomatic tour. HQuest 2024 multinational peacekeeping exercise underway in Mongolia. Self-medicating for allergies can worsen health conditions and lead to serious health risks. For the news, stay tuned. Secretary of State Antony Blinken will embark on a significant diplomatic tour from July 25th to August 3rd, 2024, visiting Mongolia, Laos, Vietnam, Japan, the Philippines, and Singapore.
I want to speak quickly.
This marks his 18th trip to the Indo-Pacific region since assuming office, emphasizing the importance of U.S. engagement in advancing security, prosperity, and shared vision for a free and open region. Secretary Blinken's visit will reaffirm the critical work the United States undertakes with its allies and partners in the Indo-Pacific. The tour aims to strengthen democratic institutions, uphold fundamental freedoms, enhance security and national sovereignty, and expand economic and people-to-people ties. In Mongolia, Secretary Blinken will meet with senior Mongolian officials to underscore the importance of the U.S.-Mongolia strategic partnership. Discussions will focus on strengthening democratic institutions, upholding fundamental freedoms, enhancing security and national sovereignty, and expanding economic and people-to-people ties. The Secretary will further highlight the United States' commitment to Mongolia as its third neighbor, emphasizing the enduring partnership and cooperation. Secretary Blinken's engagements in each country will demonstrate the United States' unwavering commitment to its Indo-Pacific allies and partners. His visit aims to reaffirm the U.S.'s role in fostering security and prosperity in the region, facilitate a shared vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific, promote deepening ties to unprecedented levels, and create mutually reinforcing relationships.
The HQuest 2024 multinational peacekeeping exercise is currently taking place at the Tawantala training facility, just outside the capital city. The significant event, which began on July 27, 2024, aims to bolster military trust, enhance defense cooperation, and improve peacekeeping capabilities among the participating nations.
The HQuest exercise was first held in 2003, organized jointly by the Mongolian Armed Forces and the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. It expanded into a multinational peacekeeping exercise in 2006, gaining international recognition for its contributions to global peace and security. The primary goals of the HQuest 2024 exercise include strengthening military trust and defense cooperation between the Mongolian Armed Forces, the U.S. Army Pacific Command, and the armies of participating countries, increasing the capacity of the Mongolian Armed Forces in peacekeeping operations, improving multinational cooperation in peacekeeping, and providing necessary capacity-building support to meet United Nations peacekeeping operations requirements. This year's exercise features a diverse group of participants. It includes military trainers from 7 countries, namely the United States, Australia, Canada, Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, and Vietnam. It involves 11 platoons from 10 countries, including United States, the People's Republic of China, the Republic of Korea, the Republic of Turkey, the Republic of India, Japan, Qatar, and Mongolia. A total of 460 participants from 20 countries, with observer countries such as Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Egypt, and Pakistan. The opening ceremony on July 27th was attended by prominent officials, including the Minister of Defense of Mongolia, Bimtsokht Sandak, Chief of the General Staff of the Mongolian Armed Forces, Major General Kambyam Sunrov, representatives from the Office of the President of Mongolia, the Minister of Defense, the General Staff of the Mongolian Armed Forces, Mongolian defense and law enforcement organizations, commanders of various military branches, ambassadors to Mongolia, military attaché, and military personnel from participating countries.
According to a survey conducted by the Mongolian Association of Allergists, 1 in 5 people in Mongolia has some form of allergy. Doctors have warned that treating allergies without a prescription and using medications arbitrarily can worsen the condition. Many people are turning to social media, especially Facebook, to find allergy medications and seek relief from their symptoms. Additionally, there has been a rise in the use of arbitrary traditional treatments, such as consuming raw animal products or using herbs for allergies. This can be dangerous, as it may worsen the allergy and lead to respiratory shock or even death. People with allergies often use nasal drops, sprays, and medications to relieve nasal congestion and breathe more easily. However, allergy shots should not be used directly because they contain various hormones. Recently, many people have been using excessively strong allergy injections arbitrarily and based on someone's advice. These injections, when administered in very high doses and large quantities, can lead to elevated hormone levels in the body. This can cause adrenal insufficiency and hormone dependence, and over time result in complications such as cataracts, bone thinning, and increased fracture risk, among other serious health issues. Between 24% and 30% of people with allergies are allergic to plant pollen. These allergies are usually more active in the summer months. Currently, during July and August, pollen allergies are particularly prevalent. For example, some people become addicted to using vasoconstrictor nasal sprays constantly, which can lead to the need for surgery. Even after surgical removal, continued use of nasal sprays can cause complications. Taking arbitrary and risky measures can lead to serious complications, such as suffocation, blood vessel dilation, and a drop in blood pressure, especially during severe allergic reactions. More than 70% of people who visit the outpatient clinic at the district hospital are allergic to plant wormwood. Doctors have reported numerous complications resulting from the use of high doses of injections, pain relief medications, sleeping pills, and nasal sprays, all of which were used without a doctor's prescriptions. Thank you for staying with us. Now let's take a look at currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Next, our program will turn our attention to foreign news, partnered with international news agencies. Israel on Tuesday carried out a rare strike on Beirut, which it said killed the Hezbollah commander who was allegedly behind a weekend rocket attack that killed 12 young people in the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights.
This evening, the IDF carried out.
Hezbollah didn't immediately confirm the commander's death. The Israeli strike killed a woman and 2 children and wounded dozens of other people in escalating hostilities with the Lebanese militant group. Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, Israeli military spokesperson, said the target was Fawad Shakur, a top Hezbollah military commander whom the U.S. blames for planning and launching the deadly 1983 marine bombing in the Lebanese capital.
Fawad Shakur was the commander responsible for the Majd al-Shams massacre, in which 12 children were murdered after Hezbollah fired an Iranian Falak 1 rocket directly at a soccer field in northern Israel on Saturday evening. He was a senior terrorist who has the blood of the Israelis and many others on his hands. Hezbollah's ongoing aggression and brutal attacks are dragging the people of Lebanon and the entire Middle East into a wider escalation. While we prefer to resolve hostilities without a wider war, the IDF is fully prepared for any scenario.
Though Hezbollah issued a rare denial of involvement in the rocket attack Saturday in the town of Majd al-Sham, Israel is holding the militant group responsible. The two sides have exchanged near-daily strikes for the past 10 months against the backdrop of the war in Gaza, but they have previously kept the conflict at a low level that was unlikely to escalate into full-on war.
Who has the blood of...
Now let's take a look at weather forecast for world major cities. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We will see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Goodbye.